Hey guys, it's Christy with Sun Lotus Tarot, and I just wanted to come to you with this really quick video. I'm gonna throw the cards down, see what we can expect for our Scorpio North Node. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulty in the last couple days. Don't know if it's my phone or what the heck's going on. So I wasn't able to upload all the videos the other day, but we're gonna fix that and try today, and hopefully it happens. So we're gonna see. So let's see, what can my Scorpio North Nodes? This is where we're headed, right? We love the past, we love to learn from it, we love to get all those little picadillos of things that help us to grow and figure out where we're still not learning that lesson in the cycle of life that can actually ascend us forward. So we do love the past, but we're going to use it for excitement, for lessons, for things that we still can get fired up about in our life, which actually helps us to want to get up in the morning and start working towards those goals that we always had for ourselves that we sort of put on the back burner. Everybody gets busy, right? And we get a little bit distracted by life. But that's the first thing that gets us into that feeling of stuck mode, and we got to make sure that whatever we're doing, we're trying to keep ourselves in a high vibration in order to ascend, right? Come on, give me something. Somebody is not wanting to talk today. What do we... Ooh, that's a lot. No talk, then like a million things to say, right? Let's see. Look at my Scorpios. North Node, no. Oh, there we go. Breathe, right? You ever getting that, like, I don't know, there's been a lot of different psychology that says, like, if we could count to 10 and breathe, like anything can be a little bit less overwhelming to us if we can just take the time to breathe in, breathe out, count to 10 before we ever respond, right? This is kind of the same thing. In order to replenish yourself, or in those moments that you feel those triggers within your body, right? Take the time to breathe. Take the time to notice. Take the time to listen, right? A lot of times we talk so much that we're just not listening, you know, or listening with more than an intent to answer, you know, like sometimes somebody will be talking and we're listening, but we're only listening to respond. And this card talks about taking the time to actually like think before you speak. You know what I mean? Like take the time to realize that words, reactions, excuse me, Spirit, thank you. Anybody can trigger us, right? Or words can trigger us, or actions can trigger us, or behaviors can trigger us, or whatever it is. People, places, things, ideas, you know? And this is asking you to, although you can't control what's going on around you, you certainly can control your response to what's happening around you, you know? You're in control of you only, you know? And you're who you are from a heart and soul space, right? So we're going to focus on breathing, you know, listening, focusing on the things that you can control. And mostly that's just you. That's just your responses, your behaviors, your past that you've learned from in that triangle of life, and all the hodgepodge in the middle. That's that sweet spot of jotting things down. It's almost like a mastermind right in the middle of that triangle, right? And it's like you can recognize and take account for all that hodgepodge in the middle, and how did you grow from it, right? So let's see, let's just throw down a couple to see what it is that you have been dealing with. What are some of those past lessons, Scorpio? You take leaps of faith. It's like, the really cool thing about this card is that it's like, the full card talks about new beginnings. It talks about goals, dreams, aspirations, and the fact that you're not afraid to take a leap of faith in any direction that you see fit towards your goals. And it's like, you've done that in the past. You've given your heart and soul, like, for free, you know? Like, you just give. That's who you are from your heart and soul space. It's like, 10-gallon cup of love is you. That's who you are. And that's beautiful energy. You know, you're willing to take the leap of faith, give of yourself fully, you know, in friendships, in love, in relationships, in business, in whatever it is that you're desiring. You know, you're not afraid to give. It's like that ego portion of us that doesn't always allow us to be that giving and loving self, that hasn't been a concern for you. You know what I mean? It's like that may be a lesson you learned in the past, that you ended past cycles of living from an ego space, and you know, you've learned that you're much happier just living authentically as yourself, you know. So what's going on right now for you? Ooh. Oh, look at you, Scorpio. Empress. You know, Empress energy is all 4 kings and all 4 queens in one. And it's like you've embodied every single king, every single queen, and you're just this nurturing individual. You know, you birth new things, ideas, goals, strategies. You're a giver, you're a nurturer, you're the go-to, you know. And it's like, don't get wrapped up in the idea of Empress, you know, as a female. It's just the feminine energy, like the mothering energy that you are. You know, you may be a leader in some way, and you bring your team together in a way that's nurturing and loving and caring and giving. And it's like, you've learned the lessons of knowing what is good for you, what is not good for you, and you cut out anything that makes you feel less than, you know, or makes you feel not enough, or tries to, like, you know, knock you off of who you are, or the path of who you are, or the purpose of who you are. And it's like, you know who you are, and it doesn't matter about others surrounding you. You don't look for outside validation. You know, you're fulfilled within yourself, and that's beautiful energy. You know, people watch you. You know, they learn from you. They evolve because of you, because of your example. You know, and Empress and Emperor energy is like what we strive to be as our highest and best self. So currently you're in that energy, which is amazing. So let's see what we got going on. Like, how can you get even better, you know, or how can you continue forward? So it's like you are in your North Star, you know, you're on that path. You're birthing new ideas. You're very fertile with information and data and love and energy, and you shift the room when you walk in, you know. It's like there's a aura, you know, around you that shifts minds, shifts souls, shifts ideas, and you birth growth. Let's see. How do you keep on this energy? What can you do? What do you know? Like, what can we know, right? To help you. Yeah. It's like you, let me clarify that first before I say anything, because I want to make sure that I'm on the right thought pattern or path. Yes. Your wisdom, okay? Here's the thing. Your wisdom and your ability to have the patience and understanding and evaluation, you know, because in that triangle, we should always be evaluating the hodgepodge, right? What's working? What's not working? What needs to be tweaked? How can we evolve from an old belief pattern? How can we break these little interruptions of stuff that doesn't serve us? You know what I mean? And it's like your wisdom. You have the capability to stop what you're doing and say, this isn't working, and I'm going to take accountability for what I can do about it, you know, because we know we can't point fingers at everybody and say, like, this is going this way because of this, and this isn't working out because of this. It's like, boom. It's like that mirror, that we go, what can I do about it? Or what am I contributing that's making this more difficult? Or what am I not doing that I could be doing that could possibly move momentum forward in a positive way? And it's like, this has been an epiphany for you, that it's like, even sometimes when we feel like we're not finger pointing, we kind of are, like, and knowing that you're capable of that self-awareness to say, this is how I can react, this is how I can keep going, this is how I can move forward, this is how I can break a cycle. I'm going to take a look at the hodgepodge and what are the lessons I've learned. But you're creating tower moments, it's like you're busting through to say, like, if this isn't working out the way I need it to, then I gotta figure out why. And I gotta it's so funny because, like, me and my grandson, we make sandcastles together, and so, like, in the sandbox we'll be building this castle, right? And at the end, when you reveal the castle, it's like some little pieces are just kind of fallen, and some of it is held together really tight, with packed sand. And so I say to him, are we going to keep it, or are we going to destruct? And every time, boom, he smashes it. You know what I mean? And it's like you're recognizing when those things are not created favorably on stable ground. You know what you have to do to fix it, and you're willing to go, you know what, I'm going to scrap it. Plan B, plan C. Back to the drawing board. We got to change. We got to evolve. We got to grow. We got to figure out why this needs tweaked, and we're going to research and know what we can do about it. What are the things we can do about it? Not complain about it, not dwell in it, not live in the sadness of it, or the loss of it, or the lack, biggest thing, lack of anything. It's like, what can we fix? What's the solution? What can I do positively in order to move momentum in a direction that I want instead of in a direction that I don't want? So, yeah, and you've done this with like things in the past, it's like you're reconciling that triangle of saying, like, these are the things that don't feel so great, in that corner that I kind of want to hide and tuck as far back in the corner so that I can, like, pretend it didn't exist, or pretend that, bury it in a way that doesn't allow it to affect my excitement for the future, but it's like you're starting to now realize and deal with some of those things that it's like you're okay with it, you're allowed to grieve it and remember it and think about it, but it's like the only thing you control about your past is how you move forward into the future, like, how did that affect you positively? What are those outcomes that you gained, or that knowledge that you gained, or that amazing opportunity that happened because, and nothing just happens. We're going to keep saying that for the rest of, existence for me, is that nothing just happens. And I mean that literally. Like, sometimes there's not even a word I say, like when I look back, that didn't have meaning in some way to move things in a certain direction, in a certain way, for a certain outcome, divine protection, divine intervention, divine redirection, divine detours, divine silence, divine listening, divine speaking, whatever it is, I want you to start to look at your past in that manner, that there's nothing that can keep us not excited about the future, not anything, not one thing. And I mean that. It's like, it's how we're looking at it, how we're tweaking it in our own mind, how we're transmuting it, and how we're alchemizing it to move us forward, in a positive way. So if this video helped you, Scorpio, like it, tell me some of those things in the past that you're working through right now that are moving you towards the better version of you, the version you dream of for yourself, and whatever that is for you, on that triangle of self-actualization. Where are you happy? Where are you content? Where are you fulfilled? And get creative. Tell me. I'd love to hear your story. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, Scorpio North Node, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.